Feeling like you're losing control? Well, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius happening on May 4th is revealing secrets and power dynamics that need transformation. We could also gain information about aliens, Aquarius, experience deep psychological reconstruction, the rise of rebellions, or disturbing and dark information, especially regarding celebrities, since Diddy's trial is right around the corner. Hello gorgeous, I am Ethereal Mother, your favorite astrologer, psychic, and artist. And if you're curious about how and where Pluto in Aquarius will be affecting you, I am available for astrology readings, so you can prepare for this chaos. The link is down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So here are some of my random predictions. So Pluto is making a sextile to Venus in Aries, which is all about building beautiful things with your own aesthetic touch, especially after Pluto kind of comes in with a sledgehammer and just, you know, wipes everything clean so that you have this space to do what you want. And Pluto in Aquarius is a very interesting energy because Aquarius is all about the collective, the group, your networks, your friends, rebellion, and the internet. So you could experience a lot of transformation within your friend groups, or maybe even secrets could be revealed about these things, which, you know, is not always a good situation to be in, but it is what it is. We could also see a lot of politicians or celebrities share their information or secrets within their own groups, especially when you think about how Pluto is opposing Mars in Leo. Leo is all about the celebrity. And Mars energy can be very competitive, so maybe it could be like a situation where secretly this particular person in this group wants to get the competitive edge over this other celebrity, and then some other issues or secrets or cracks within this connection could kind of present itself. Or people rebelling against individuals within the spotlight as well with that Leo energy. The group versus the individual. You could also find a new chosen family and new friends because of your niche interest. Aquarius does have this vibe where it's like the underdog or someone who is on the fringes of society and is also a trendsetter too. You could find that Pluto can help you uncover things within your psyche that can help you create a new trend. It could be something that you love doing as a child, or starting a new project independently or with a group of friends or whatever. Aquarian energy has the tendency to disassociate, which can be beneficial to...
Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I was too busy blocking out the haters.
But then you also have to ask yourself, what are you disassociating from? Is this healthy to detach from this specific thing, group, person, whatever? And then if you're working on a project where you really have to have all of your faith in yourself and what you're doing, how does this project make you feel? Is this something that brings your heart joy? And could this idea benefit you or the collective, or both? Pluto also signifies extremes. We could experience a situation like the government versus the people, especially since Aquarius represents rebellion. And this could be initiated by some dark secrets being revealed. Something about, I feel very strongly about that. And it could be something like mishandling resources. Like, for example, this whole tariff situation, a lot of people have been very angry about that because for businesses who need to get things from China, it's going to cost them significantly more. And we don't have the infrastructure in America to kind of bounce back. Like, all of our factories have been outsourced. So it's like, you made this a lot more complicated than it should be. Another example is we could experience a Epstein level of diabolicalness, and then again kind of putting us in this space where we have to figure out, do specific individuals deserve to be on a pedestal? And maybe even helping a lot of people reflect on their parasocial relationships as well, because Pluto in Aquarius can become very obsessive, so people can be very obsessed with celebrity culture in general, and I do think that it could get a lot worse, you know, especially like there's been a lot of celebrities who have experienced like stalking and stuff like that, so I feel like it could intensify. But again, depending on what is revealed, will determine if these celebrities will still be on that same level of popularity, for example. And because of a situation like that, we might end up finding a lot of new individuals who are ready to lead us into this new era. People who are very considerate about the collective and other people and how their decisions could benefit themselves, but also making sure that they are considerate of other people. I also think it's very interesting that in the Bible, there's a verse and it talks about when Jesus was resurrected, or in the process of being resurrected, he said, "Meet me in the house with the man with a water pitcher." And I thought that was so interesting because that is Aquarius. And so basically the things that Jesus always taught was do to others what you would have them do to you. Matthew 7:12. And again, I'm not a super religious person, but I do think that that is a very important golden rule at this time. And again, for Jesus to kind of say that a long time ago, I think we're in this space where we do have to analyze and break down what is important for all of us together, because at the end of the day, we know, and there is a history that shows that the government does not really care about us. Michael Jackson said it best. They don't really care about us. Michael Jackson is Jesus. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. And Pluto retrograde in Aquarius could have us rethinking who our leaders should be, what they should look like, what they should advocate for, what is their integrity giving, what are their actions giving. And Mars and Leo can definitely help us identify a few candidates. But again, we have to be very mindful of not choosing people with an inflated ego, with that Leo energy right there. And again, like I said earlier, for a very long time, there has been this very weird hierarchy, and Pluto and Aquarius can really help us even the playing field by removing people from pedestals for those who intentionally want to cause harm to the collective. But also, again, like I said, we could be looking for new leaders, but also we do have to understand on a psychological level that we have to save ourselves. Like on a personal level, you have to make sure that you can be the leader that you've always needed and step into your own power. You don't have to lead a nation, but maybe you can gather some people within your own little neighborhood and be like, hey, maybe we should do more recycling. Hey, maybe we should do more things just to get to know each other, just to look out for one another. Or we could start a community garden, stuff like that, you know, again, which I think is a very important thing because it makes me think about how Pluto and Aquarius represents technology, Pluto represents secrets, things that are hidden in the shadows. And so it makes me think about that episode from SpongeBob. There was also an episode from Teen Titans where they were working in a burger place and they were like mush on the inside because they were like printed. They were basically 3D printed burgers. Like it was weird.
Where's the love?
And again, if you are wanting to help your own community, it doesn't have to be anything super crazy or dramatic. It could be something really simple. Like I said, maybe helping with the community garden. And maybe if you don't have time to plant the seeds, maybe save some seeds from your bell pepper from your dinner last night. You know what I mean? Like it could just be something so small. It doesn't have to be anything crazy at all. Aside from like the social activism, collective vibe, this transit can also be really beneficial to help you create your dreams or turn your dreams into reality, because Pluto is making a sextile, which sextiles are really great for initiating new opportunities if you put forth the action, and it's connecting to Neptune in Aries, which is literally all about your dreams and Aries making them into reality, putting forth the energy, the effort, the passion. And Neptune is all, like I said, Neptune is all about your dreams, real or fantasy. And Aries can be a bit impulsive, but with a bit of focus, this is unstoppable energy, unstoppable potential. And Neptune can be a bit delusional, but sometimes that can come in handy when manifesting, like a fake it till you make it type of mindset. And also helping you to kind of transmute fear into something different, and also just simply giving things a try. Because there's some times where you kind of talk yourself out of something and it's like, baby, you didn't even try it. You don't even know if it's hard or not. It might be easy. It might be a little challenging. Maybe you need to find a different technique to make this material work or whatever you're doing. but you gotta try, you gotta see, you gotta test it out. Because dreams without inspired action is just a dream and nothing more. And Pluto sextile Neptune can help you stop ruminating and catastrophizing different things. Like I said, you got to give it a try. You got to see if it's going to work, if it's something that you could be into. Again, we have plenty of resources out there, technology specifically, that can help you figure out how can I troubleshoot this thing to make it work for me and my own personal weird little interest. Again, Aquarius is the internet, so YouTube, AI, ChatGPT, and then you have Pluto is hidden gems, things that are overlooked. You know, where do you find diamonds? They're underground. And then Neptune represents your dreams, you know, things that happen in the day or night. And Pluto can be very obsessive as well. So you might become very, very obsessed with whatever new ideas that kind of crop up during this time. You might even see, again, like some visions in your dreams. So take note of those, because that might be something really important and something to kind of play around with. And I said this in a previous reading regarding Trump. There could be a situation, because he did have, like, for example, he did have quite a very interesting involvement with Epstein, for example. And based on his chart and certain transits with Mars and Leo and everything, Mars attack Leo the heart. I'm wondering if there could be some information that comes out that could lead to a heart attack. Not saying that man is gonna die, but he has also lied about his health on several occasions. So I think that would be interesting. Or again, maybe some other politician or something like that, or celebrity could experience a severe heart attack or aggressive health concern because of something being revealed. So that's something to kind of look out for. And then again, Diddy's going on trial very soon, so there's no telling what information will come out. And Scorpio, he is a Scorpio. Sometimes Scorpio is the type of energy where they're gonna take that shit to the grave, but Diddy is the kind of person where it's like, I'm not going down without a fight, or I'm not going down by myself. So I don't know. And again, with this Aquarius energy, all of these secrets being broadcasted over the internet. So quick side note, if a lot of this information becomes overwhelming, I think it would be very, very good to just kind of disconnect from the internet, disassociate Aquarius from the internet for a bit, because I don't know what could come out, but I feel like it could potentially be very triggering. Again, Pluto represents extremes and triggering transformation, rebirth, that type of vibe, and it's not the easiest energy to get through. So definitely keep that in mind if, again, things are just a bit too much with whatever is revealed. I feel, and again, with anything dealing with Diddy, politicians, and different things that I know personally about the darkness of specific industries, it's not going to be good. So my advice for this Pluto retrograde in Aquarius is to render to the chaos. It is not something that you can control. It is not something that is going to make sense. So it's like, really surrender to what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what's going on. If you, like I said, if you are feeling overwhelmed, maybe it is a good time to detach and focus on your own little interest, you know, maybe getting into things that can alleviate stress from the nervous system. And like I said, Mars and Leo may be doing things for your heart health as well. And again, we are going to be in a situation where we're going to be stripped down to a deep psychological level to make room for new things, so that you can make your new reality. And it's going to be a lot of internal changes and external changes, and we're all going to be able to feel this energy. Pluto is a very collective type of vibe, so we're all going to be feeling this. And depending on what you're going through, there will be certain things where Pluto is like, nah baby, I need you to see this, I need you to pay attention. For example, if you are someone who idolizes celebrities and has an issue with parasocial relationships, this would be one of those things where it's like, okay, maybe I need to just take people as they are and just let it be. You know, maybe idolizing someone is not the best course of action. It might not be, it's probably not healthy either. It's not actually all that healthy. And again, this retrograde is going to have us rethinking, remembering, and giving us the space to really explore things that we could have suppressed or disassociated from, so that it can be acknowledged, healed, and you can start this beautiful process of rebuilding things that actually make sense for you. And it could be friendships, it could be a new life for yourself, it could be transforming your space, redecorating. You know, there's a lot of things that can be done just to feel different and better. With all that to say, good luck. I love you. You are loved. You deserve love. And until next time, bye.